Good morning, boys and girls. So glad you're here. We are going to have some fun things to talk about today, so listen up. Today is, Tuesday, our new month, May 5th, 2020. You are right. And we have been talking about, what have we been talking about? You were right. Fish, the ocean, the water. Yesterday we talked about someone special, and we're going to review that story today. Hopefully you got to watch and listen to the Bible story yesterday. So we're going to start off by just reading a funny, silly book. We've read these all year long. Y'all love these stories, and this one is, there was an old lady who swallowed a shell. This silly old woman, she swallowed all kinds of crazy things this year. So let's see what happened when she swallowed the shell. There was an old lady who swallowed a shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed a crab. Why did she grab that crawling crab? She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. This is the kind of a crab called a hermit crab. He's different than this kind of crab who has his own shell. So this is a hermit crab. He's going to live in the shell. Ooh, that does not look fun to swallow, does it? Ouch. There was an old lady who swallowed a fish. What a tickly dish, that swimming fish. I've swallowed a fish before. Have you? My fish was cooked, though. Hope yours was, too. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed a gull. It wasn't dull to swallow a gull. You see these birds at the ocean? The seagulls? They're always looking for treats and food. She swallowed the gull to scoop up the fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed a pail. Oh, she didn't wail when she swallowed the pail. That wouldn't feel too good. She swallowed the pail to carry the gull. She swallowed the gull to scoop up the fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed some sand. Ugh, you've ever gotten sand in your mouth at the beach? Yucky. Oh, how bland. Ugh, to swallow some sand. Uh-oh, something out there. She swallowed the sand to fill up the pail. She swallowed the pail to carry the gull. She swallowed the gull to scoop up the fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. But I don't know why she swallowed the shell. Why? She didn't tell. Yep. There was an old lady who swallowed a wave. Swallowing a wave was such a big hassle. Get all that water. That she suddenly burped. And built a sand castle. Look how silly. So all that stuff she swallowed is either on or in that sand castle. That's what happened at the end. Kind of silly, huh? Yesterday we read a story about a fidgety fish that was in the ocean and got swallowed up by a big fish, and the big fish burped. Oh, that's not very nice, is it? Well, let's review today. Yesterday we talked about a man in the Bible. Remember what his name was? This was our little guy that we were pretending. Yes, Jonah, and the whale is our story. So we talked about Jonah. Let's review. We're just going to retell the story today, and then I'm going to attach some papers that you can color or an activity that you can sequence to retell the Jonah story on your own without having to look in a book. It's kind of cool because you can memorize what happened. So let's review what happened. I'm going to see if Jonah will stay on my tape today. Here's Jonah up on the land. Who remembers who was talking to Jonah? I don't think he's going to stay. Who was talking to Jonah? Somebody up here. God. Yes, God said to Jonah, this is him talking. He said to Jonah, go to Nineveh and tell the people about me. They're not being very nice and kind, and they need to know about God. So go to Nineveh and tell them all about me so that they will learn about me. So did Jonah jump down real fast and run to Nineveh to tell them? No, why not? Oh, he was scared. Yes, I'd probably be scared of those mean people too. But he decided, instead of going to Nineveh, I'm going to hide from God. Was that a good choice? No, we don't play hide and seek with God. We can't. There's no way. It's a fun game, but not with God. So what did he do instead of going to Nineveh? He found some sailors, and what did he get on? Yep, over here. He got on their boat. And he's like, phew, I got away. God will never know. He'll never know that I didn't go to Nineveh. Does God know if we do something? God knows everything. He knows everything we do, all the good choices and the bad choices. So Jonah got on the boat, and pretty soon, what happened? Yes, I remember Silas yesterday was talking about how he had the big storm. Here's the storm coming. What happens in the ocean when there's a big storm? The waves, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then everyone was so scared. All the sailors and Jonah were scared. And he told him, he said, oh, it's my fault. I didn't listen to God. Please throw me overboard. He asked to be thrown into the ocean, the stormy ocean. That is crazy, isn't it? But he knew that he had not done the right thing. So they said, okay. They threw him down into the ocean. And guess what happened to the storm? Yes, the storm stopped. All the storm went away. And everything calmed down. And the sailors, oh, thank goodness. We got rid of Jonah. Now we can do our job and sail and maybe do some fishing. Yes, the storm stopped as soon as he got into the ocean. But that wasn't the end of Jonah's story. What came along? Yes, the Bible says a big fish. We call it a whale because it's had to be something really big for him to get inside, right? But God sent the big fish. It wasn't just by chance or an accident. He sent the big fish to rescue Jonah. So he comes along and gulp, Jonah ends up in the belly of the whale or the big fish. I bet he did some thinking once he got inside there. Yes, he probably was like, what did I do wrong? How did I end up in here? So how long did he spend inside that whale? Do you remember? Yes, he was in there for 3 days and 3 nights. That was probably pretty scary. I wouldn't want to be in the belly even for 1 minute, much less 3 days and 3 nights. And during that 3 days, something else we talked about in a Bible story this year about 3 days. Yes, when Jesus died on the cross and 3 days later he rose again. So that's kind of a special number, the number 3, isn't it? So he was inside the whale praying. I bet he was doing lots of praying and thinking and worrying, I'm sure a little bit of worry about what he was going to do next. So after that 3 days were over, the big fish swam around, and I guess he burped like the books that we read. And he burped out Jonah, and he got him back on to the land. I bet Jonah had never been so happy to be back on the land. Let's see where he is over there. There he is. Good. Now, did he run away from God again? Did he decide, I'm going to run away the other way? No. This time he decided, I'm going to run straight to Nineveh and tell the people there all about God and how they should run to God and not run from God. So that's kind of our story to learn today. So when you're scared or afraid, and even when you think you can't do it and you want to hide or cuddle up somewhere and be scared, is you run straight to that if God tells you to, and you do what you're supposed to do. Even if you think you might get in trouble if he tells you to do something, you better run do it because you don't want to end up in the belly of the big fish, right? So that's our Bible story. There's lots of good things to learn about that. All right, boys and girls. Great. So you can look for those papers about Jonah and you can fill them out and do your own retelling of Jonah. It's kind of a cool story, isn't it? Especially when you get to talk about that the fish burped him up, right? That's so funny. We always laugh at school about that. All right, this week, Miss Deanne or Miss Deanna is going to come to your house again. Yay, it's going to be so fun. But we're bringing something special. This is, shh, don't tell anybody. If Mom's watching with you right now, tell her she has to go away because we don't want her to know. Don't tell anybody. We're going to look at a really quick book, and then I'm going to show you something, but you can't tell your mommy, okay? This book is so cute. This is called Mommy Hugs. Something special is coming up this weekend, and it's called Mother's Day. We're going to celebrate our mothers. Remember how we had donuts with Dad that week right before we left school? Yes, we had all our dads there. Well, you're going to get to celebrate your mommy at home. We're going to bring you something to help you with that. But this little quick book is called Mommy Hugs. I like this little book. It's got little Velcro arms. Let's see what it says. Morning hugs. You get a hug from Mommy in the morning. And proud hugs. When mommies are proud of things, make good choices, do good work, they give you hugs. Boo-boo hugs. Oh no. When you get that scrape or you bump your knee, you need a hug from Mom. It always makes it better. A hug and a Band-Aid. Love hugs. This is like Mother's Day. You get to hug your mommy, maybe give her some flowers. And well done, hugs. Oh, she built a sandcastle. I hope she didn't swallow all that stuff. That wouldn't be good. Good night, hugs. After a long day and she puts you to bed, you get your good night hugs. So that's the end. Just a cute little book about mommy hugs. So I know you're going to enjoy some. I know you've been having lots of mommy hugs since you've been at home. But this time we're going to bring, this is our surprise. We're going to come to your house. We're going to bring a little book that looks like this. And we're going to spend a few minutes from a distance asking you some questions. Remember how we ask questions about our dads? We're going to ask you some questions. We're going to let you write your name on it. We're going to put a picture inside. It's not here yet. And we're going to fill in some of these pages. You're going to tell us what to write. And we're going to fill in a few pages for you about your mommy. And then you get to do the rest of the book because it's kind of long. You get to fill in the rest with your mom on Mother's Day. Fill in the questions. So this is going to be fun. It's got a little special envelope. And we're going to leave it with you. And you get to present it to your mommy as a gift, okay? Fun, fun. She's going to love it. All right. So one of us will be seeing you this week at your house, but we'll let you know when we're coming. So you'll expect us, okay? All right. Thanks for tuning in today, and we will see you soon. Let's pray ourselves out. Dear Lord, thank you so much for your love. Help us not to be scared or afraid and run from you or hide, but to run to you and do what you've told us and taught us to do. Thank you for this happy day, and help us keep it just that way. Amen. All right. Love you. See you tomorrow.